Hello everyone and welcome to the video, and I'm playing Super Mario Maker 2. And I've got some expert difficulty levels here, and I'm going to try and see if I can do them. This one's called Platforming Kaizo. Alright, let's see here. There's some pretty tricky stuff probably, but I think I can do this. I've been doing some, expert level difficulty. Never mind. Alright, there we go. I was just gonna say, I did some, I've done expert level difficulty levels before and like Kaizo level stuff, so I shouldn't be terrible at this. There we go. Barely. It's probably gonna be much easier. It's like that's the most difficult part. I keep just messing up on this part because I'm not used to it or anything like that. I do all this difficult, tight platforming stuff. Okay. See, I mean, that level wasn't really that long. It just took a while, for me at least, because I kept getting stuck on the same parts over and over again. It was a good level. Alright, this level's called Snowy Night Parkour. I got some ice going. I mean, this is like, wow, they're actually playing like peaceful music as opposed to being like super fast, Mario, 64 music or something, or whatever. I mean, I know the last one was like just mostly cave music, I think. I can't really remember. It hasn't even been that long. But, yeah, this actually feels like it's nice and peaceful, actually, which is pretty great, Just kind of get to go through, sort of. This like also feels like a lot more like, I like the new Super Mario Bros. U ones because it feels like you can actually do things like wall jumps and have more control than just basically doing super precise platforming, which doesn't mean the other ones are bad. It just means that I feel like these ones actually, allow you to do things. Like, I just did, like, the twirl jump. I didn't have to do that, but it kind of just made me feel more, I guess, confident going into that jump I was going to do. So, it was good. It's like a nice, peaceful speed run, and there's no, like, time limit or anything like that. Such a relaxing time. If I gotta play this level, take a break from all those other levels, like, it's a nice level to kind of just relax to and stuff, instead of getting stuck and dying 300 times because you make one small mistake. Even though I'm sure if I made a small mistake here, I would die too, but I don't know. I wouldn't really mind going through this level again. It doesn't feel like it's trying to destroy me at every turn. Ah, boy. There we go. That was good. That was like really fun. It was like it required like a lot of effort, but it was still like nice and relaxing and stuff. All right, this level's called Sunbeam Frolic Platformer. Guess we'll have to be frolicking in the sunbeams, as much as we can do in Mario, I guess. This whole thing's going too crazy though. Oh boy. This seems like a pretty long level, or at least a level that they were willing to like have a longer time limit, so it might be kind of tricky. This didn't die then. Okay, look. Be careful. You don't want to get hit by the Hoopa shell or anything like that. There we go. Wahoo! Look at there. Barely made it over the jump. Now just go over here. I can't let this thing get around. Look at these power blocks. And then some more power blocks. Woo! Almost failed then. Oh, whoa. Okay, whoa. Whoa. Okay, look. Sound effects. Oh boy. Okay, look. Finally, into the pipe of legends. Now, what is through this pipe? We have a checkpoint. Need that. Some stuff over here, but there's also some stuff over here. I don't know which one to do first. I'm gonna do this one first anyway. Oh, I didn't need the power block. Well, hope we didn't need that. Alright. Jump off this red shell. Get through here some more. So like opening up more of the level. Okay, here we go. Like this level, it's actually like a relatively like, like normally designed level. Not like a speed run level. It's more like just a platforming level where it's all about platforming and everything. Okay. Let's just get through here. Hey, at least now that I failed, I get to go up here and actually get, this power block and get this 50 coin. Anyway, let's just keep going back. So, do all the stuff we did over again, like going up here, getting the red shell hoop and everything. Yeah, like, this level's been actually pretty nice, it's not like one of those levels where, like, that's the thing, the speedrun levels are good, and I like them too. It's just that, like, the tight platforming ones are good. It's just that You know, this feels like a lot different pace, which can actually be pretty nice for once. So, I think we were like here earlier, and then. So what exactly are we supposed to be doing here? Because we can't. Oh, we're supposed to be jumping up here like this. Okay. I don't know how to be that long to figure that out. Okay. Gotta jump over here. Oh, I'm not okay there. That was good. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Let's keep moving. Good. Okay, we got some more. So I guess that means if there's any power blocks, it's probably gonna just give us some coins. There we go. So jump here. Whoa, we're already past then. Okay. Oh boy. Gotta be kind of quick. Not too quick to where we run into some spikes, but quick enough to where we don't fail on these P blocks. So here we go. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Okay. That's it. That was a pretty great level, actually. Alright, this level's called 30-second speed run. Hopefully it actually takes us like 30 seconds. We don't die a million times. Okay. Let's I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's just keep going. And try to see if we can make it. Okay. Oh boy. Hey, okay. Swamps are really trying to get me. If we just stay focused, I'm sure we can make it just fine. Oh boy. Poison's getting pretty close. Hey, okay. It's kind of hard to tell what's happening in these speedruns sometimes. Sometimes you kind of just have to get into the moment. Alright, this level's called Desert Kaizo. We just went through a Kaizo level, and it was pretty difficult. Hopefully this one doesn't take me nearly as long, even though it probably won't take very long for anybody watching, because, you know, I skip ahead. Okay, gotta go like this. Do that. Hopefully, okay, that's why they have two Monty Moles here. Just give you plenty of time to make the jump here. And we're gonna do a Z. Oh boy. Oh boy. Man, I didn't hit it in the right location. It's gonna be like one of those technical levels. We gotta do like, the crazy movements like that. Okay, oh boy. What am I supposed to do with that? I just get a good run up. I think we gotta do is like this and then that and then there we go. I probably should hit the wiggler. Should bounce up here, go here, do this. Okay. There we go. I mean, that was fun. It wasn't very long, but it took a minute because, you know, I had to do all those things, but it was pretty fun. Alright, this level's called Kaizo Light Lava Ruins. So, I seem to be playing a lot of Kaizo levels, recently with this thing, but let's just go because, you know, the faster I do it, the faster I can. You know, I don't know why I'm acting like, oh, I don't like doing Kaizo. I do like doing these levels. I mean, it's just, they're tricky and stuff, but I do like doing them. It's not like, oh, I just don't want to do this. It's gonna take a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. I don't know how I did all that, but I managed to do it anyway. Okay, here we go. There we go. Hopefully, things are gonna be good from this point. Okay, gotta do some of this. Okay, so it's gonna be like, and then, okay, well, hopefully. There we go. Alright, here we go. Take that. There we go. This, that. Making it! Yes! I did it! Okay, there we go. That was great. Okay. Thanks, game. Man. So, that was a really cool level. It was very tricky, but it was very satisfying to complete. Alright, this level's called Sky High Platforming. Hopefully it's a nice, you know, change of pace from what we've been doing. Like some traditional platforming, you know, platforms in the sky, going, and there's no, like, crazy time limit. Try to be all like... Okay. I'm using Mario Galaxy music, so, you know, maybe that means, like... It's like these levels are nice breaks from like the craziness of like Kaizo levels and stuff, and almost falling into the Anyway, let's just go here. There we go. Alright. Okay. Pretty cool stuff. Woo! Okay. Keep almost jumping at like the worst moments ever for some reason, instead of like doing the normal thing and at the most convenient moments. What am I doing? Doing cookie beast. Here we go. Now do some of this and some of that. I always die like right before the end of the level, and it's always like, how does that even happen? Yeah, those are some really fun levels. Like, you know, they can be tricky sometimes. You know, expert difficulty stuff, and you know, Kaizo and you know, platforming stuff. But you know, when you actually beat the level, they can be really satisfying. And that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.